Are we live? Hey, what's up? What's up, Facebook? Hey, hope you guys having an awesome freaking Monday morning. Hey, it's your boy Troy McKnight coming at you from Dallas, Texas. You know the way we do it. I like to actually come over here, inspire you, motivate you to go after your dreams, goals with everything you got. You know what I'm saying? So, I like to bring guests on. I like to bring my friends on. I like to bring rock stars on. I like to bring movers and shakers on. I like to bring people on that's making things happen in life. But not only that, I like to bring people onto this platform to inspire you to go after your dreams and goals with everything that you have. And today I got my friend Damon on here, and he's actually going to share a little bit about his story, how he got involved in this entrepreneurship game, but not only that, how he's actually changing people's lives. So take it away. But before we get started, if you're not most definitely following him, you most definitely want to follow him on Facebook. I know he's on Instagram. He's a freaking rock star on Instagram. You want to follow him on Instagram too. Hey, this is going to be a good one. So, hey, tune into this. Go ahead. Take it away, brother. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Hey, man, I'm just excited to be here with you, Troy. More excited just to be alive. Another day, another opportunity. I just can't thank God enough, man. And to be on your platform, Troy, and it's just a blessing, big brother. You know what I mean? That I got that. So I got my screen here, but I got my camera there, so you may see me like I'm looking at you. But I'm just grateful to be here, brother. I'm honored. We met here online, and they say that opposites attract, but the person on the same journey attracts, despite what you're into, what business you're into, but like minds attract, man. So we got a chance to, connect here on this beautiful platform of social media. And, if I'm not having a conversation that's based on longevity, based on building wealth, based on positivity, based on God, I really don't have much to talk about, because the two important things that are affecting people today, brother Troy, is what? Money and health. You know what I'm saying? And they say money isn't everything, but it surely affects everything that we deal with. But if our health is not good, we can't even enjoy the money. So just a little bit about myself. And once again, I'm honored to be here on your platform, big brother. And, I was born and raised in Washington, D.C. My late father's from Lagos, Nigeria. He passed a few years ago. But mom's met him here in our nation's capital, where the seat of power is, and, went through the traditional ways of education. And, but later on in life, as mom's kind of moved around, we stayed in the same community, but as she moved around, things started to come into the communities. And, we weren't born rich, but most definitely I say I was born wealthy, because my mother took care of my health. She fed me information when I was a baby. I was always reading books. Come up in the Nation of Islam as a young man. I deviated from that because it was somewhat forced on me as a little guy, but later on in life accepted it. But just kind of staying right there as a young man coming up in Washington, D.C., one of my mentors from afar is Robert Kiyosaki. And when I hear him with the success he has, and he says that he has that street knowledge, but also he has that professional knowledge and experience, or you could like to say corporate. He worked for IBM back in the day. So I was able to survive the streets, a situation that I put on myself, because my mother, which we all should do, she put God first. And when she found out that I was doing things, oh, no, you got to get out of here. So that's when the journey began. But I was just blessed to get through it strong. It helped develop me mentally, get out of it, and, come into corporate America. And let's just start with, I'm kind of flash forwarding, because I would need a lot of time to really go through the things that I was able to mentally sustain and physically sustain in, the situations that I put myself in. I don't blame anyone but the man in the mirror. That's where, failure begins. It begins with the person in the mirror. You know what I mean? You can't fault anyone else. So back in 2011, you know what I mean, Troy, I got introduced to free enterprise. Well, let me just say this, I always joke when I say I had my pharmaceutical license, and as we look at pharma, I mean, they're selling drugs, right? But they legally do it. But, I was in, and I would say that at presentations and people would laugh. But in all reality, that's what a drug is. When you go to CVS or you go to Walmart, it's nothing that's going to really enhance or keep you. It may put a Band-Aid on the situation when it comes to your health. But, when I was in that industry, that really was a person who was an entrepreneur, but it was just on the negative side. So I had a ice cream truck, and the children love my ice cream truck. Here in Washington, D.C., we have what you call the go-go music. And I grew up with the go-go music, Troy. and I would come through thumping the music. And the great thing about the children, and I didn't know the word or the power of leverage back then, that I would give them their change back. With all due respect to my African brothers and sisters, they really would, take all the children's money, and not, they were like, dang, this ice cream truck is literally giving me change back. So they want to spend more with me. Yeah. So, that was my first entrepreneurship journey of having an ice cream truck. But then I got introduced to free enterprise. And at that time, it was the alluring of materialism, coming to a meeting, you see Bentleys, BMWs parked outside, but not understanding the mental that those entrepreneurs had to go through with one of the toughest industries to be in, but the most lucrative industry to be in, overriding the healthcare, overriding NFL, overriding NBA, overriding all this. And this is free enterprise networking. And, when I became to learn about the power of networking and, understanding what it takes mentally to become successful in networking, this is when I really started to change as a person. Because, in the school system, Brother Troy, they don't want you to communicate. Always understanding that wealthy people are not by themselves. They put themselves in environments where they can learn from other people. They don't want to be the smartest person in the circle. So in the school system, the traditional school system, what do? Business is all about team. They tell you to be quiet in the classroom. Well, we want to respect the teacher, right?
I mean, you hitting it right on the spot, man. First of all, let's go back to where you say you got to look at the person in the mirror. A lot of times, if you're going to be able to create any success, so whoever looking at this, if you're going after something big, you're going after your goals and dreams or whatever, it all going to be dependent on you. That's going to be step one. You're going to have to make a decision. You're going to have to make a decision that you're going to win. And then if you're in the home business profession, you're in this entrepreneur space, that second thing of it is you're going to have to understand that it takes hard work. And also it takes a team. You got to formulate a team. You cannot do nothing without a team in this industry or anything in life. If you're trying to do anything in big, you talked about Robert Kiyosaki, you talk about, building business, entrepreneurship, free enterprise. You look at Elon Musk, you look at all these successful guys, you look at the guy, Jeff Bezos, all these guys have a team around them. Yeah, they might come up with the theory, the ideal, but in order to take it to a whole nother level, you got to have a team. So that's step one. You know what I'm saying? And also,
absolutely,
reading books, working on yourself. You most definitely got to do that because, a lot of times people step into this game. And just like you said, when you first step into the game, you're looking at the cars, you're looking at the house, you're looking at the lifestyle, you're looking at people flying around, you're looking at people having all this freedom, but nobody looks at the price they paid to get that. I mean, so you hitting it right on the nail because it is a price that you're going to have to pay. And I talk about it all the time. I mean, so if you're looking at this and you're wondering, like, how do I get from, 0 to 100? Well, in between there, you got to pay that price because if you're not paying that price, everybody want to be the boss, but nobody wants to pay the price. And it's a price you're going to have to pay. And it's going to be life struggles and it's going to be adversity and it's going to be things that happen. So take it away, man. I just wanted to recap on that real fast. So going back to like.
No, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, man, you gave me the Lamborghini to drive, bro. So I had my foot on the pedal, man, so I can get to talking because it become a passion, bro. And I appreciate that, Brother Troy. But you said it, and it's not easy. Nothing that's going to give you success is going to be easy. Being born isn't easy. It's a struggle for a mother to give birth. So when you're being birthed into entrepreneurship, it's a mindset. And you say you got to put the work in, but it's a combination of hard work and smart work. We got to combine both because you can't have that same mentality of an employee. And I'm never knocking the employee because once we understand that there are 4 different types of business, Brother Troy, it's 4 different types of business. And we just have to shift the mindset. But just to kind of go back on what you said, we've been made to be who we are. See, the 1% own the school systems. So they want to teach you and really design you because as a child, your brain is like Play-Doh. So as soon as I send that child off to the school system, I'm shaping your mind based on the curricula that the 1% put in the school system to design you to come out and work for me.
Yeah.
So system, that's it, man. Your brain begins to change as you get older.
That's powerful because Gary Vee talked about somebody interviewed him and asked him, did the school system fail him? And he said, hell yeah, the school system failed him. It failed him. It failed me. The school system is not set up for an entrepreneur. I mean, I'm a freaking entrepreneur, man. I was born an entrepreneur. When I was growing up, I was
right.
working on cars and stuff. I never wanted to work a job. My mindset was I wanted to own the company.
That's right.
Like you said, but the 1% thinks like that. The school system sets you up because they lie to you. They tell you to go to school, go to college, get a good job, right? And then when you retire, you broke. And that's why you see a lot of people got to go get other jobs. They don't tell you to go out and make an impact in other people's lives and create something for yourself. I mean, you know, people always, you know, and I'll break it down even to a huge level. You know, I don't really get into like politics and stuff, but you got to think about it, man. Why would you take a Jeff Bezos, somebody started something from his little room and build something so big and then created all these type of jobs and stuff for people that want to work, because a job is not a bad thing. Some people make 7 figures.
That's right.
Right. With a job, right?
Right.
This man came up with an ideal and created these jobs. And why the hell you want to tax the hell out of them? Look at all the people he's giving jobs to.
That's right.
I mean, even the same thing with Elon Musk. Don't punish us for being entrepreneurs, because as entrepreneurs, guess what? A lot of us create jobs for people. We create opportunities for people, because guess what? Everybody is not in. Everybody is not equipped to be like us. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not equipped to actually build something that not only gonna make an impact in their life, but gonna make an impact in thousands of other people's lives. You know, I talk to people all the time, and sometimes, you know, that's why I like having people like yourself on, brother. I talk to people all the time, and some people just think so small. I mean, when it's so much, and all you got to do is change this. Once you change that and reprogram this, the whole world changed. And I don't even know if
that's right.
So, you know, for me, I grew up dyslexic, so I struggled in school. I knew it wasn't going to be my thing. You know what I'm saying? I knew I wasn't going to college, but guess what? I knew that some kind of way I was going to get in the entrepreneurship game. But not only that, I knew from getting in this game that I was going to empower other people and encourage other people to tap into their greatness. You know what I'm saying? Right. So take it away, brother.
Nah, I appreciate that, man. And like you said, man, you get a chance to really empower other people. And once we realize, and it's never downgrading the school system, but it's just a reality check, especially today in a new economy. I mean, we're in a new economy that really began with a snowball effect in 1971. That's history. So once you understand the past, you have a better outlook on the future. So it's never putting down the system, but we have to know that the system doesn't teach you about the key thing, which you come out to work for, which is money. And to be honest with you, the education of money is simple. It's simple. The more you work for money, the poorer you get, especially today. You can't work.
Hold on. What they don't understand. Come on, now I'm going to tell you the key. Before he even tell you, you got to figure out how to get money to work for you. I just had that conversation with my mom just over the weekend. The middle class and the poor, especially the middle class, they think that saving money is a good thing. Now, having money for emergency is a good thing, but if you don't figure out how to make that money work, I mean, where it grows, you're in trouble. You're
in trouble, Troy. I mean, because we're not in let's say when the Brady Bunch came out. You see what I'm saying? So we go back at the Brady. This is one of my mentors. You know, he said, for a young person, you want to make this your accumulating years that you can build wealth or create that cash flow, create that residual income while you're young. And then, hey, in your early 30s or 20s, which we see today, my son is 22 and he's already financially free. But in his mind, when he was young, I said, young man, you don't need school to become successful. Okay. So what did he do at 19? He got a plug and started pushing his tennis shoes till it got to the next level. Now he has Airbnb. Now he's a YouTuber. So he's monetizing all different ways at 22 years old. So we see people ahead of us. But once again, Brother Troy, I always got to go to, for every cause there's an effect. Your mind has been conditioned not to want to be an entrepreneur. Your mind has been conditioned to ignore the people in front of you that have already failed. We see the older generation still working jobs, some of them at 70 years old. And as we see this pandemic we're in, this recession, I like to say the greater recession that we're in, you have no choice if you want a better life. You're going to have to learn how to make money work for you. You're going to have to learn how to preserve it. You're going to have to learn how to understand the importance of inflation, deflation. And see, this is why there's no financial literacy in the school system. Financial literacy isn't go to school, get a job, work hard, save money, invest for the long term in a well-diversified portfolio of stocks, bonds, and mutual funds. That's giving your money over to someone else. No, it's about you being in control. So why would I tell you this? So it's the reason why Wall Street claps when the market's going down or going up. Because when it's going down, the middle class are getting robbed. And this transfer that we're in right now of wealth is important. So even us as entrepreneurs, we must understand the importance of the changes in the different types of money, the different types of income, how to preserve and how to really pass that legacy on to the next generation. Because when we say this, generational wealth, I heard Shaq being interviewed. He said, I didn't know the difference between rich and wealthy. And he said, I thought that it was just rich. No, it's not, because wealth is when you're gone. And that money stays the same and is passed on through generation to generation. And the key thing about that is the knowledge passed on to the youth, so they know how to preserve it and keep the wealth going on. So we're never bashing jobs. It's a blessing to be working. I mean, here in Washington, D.C., the homeless situation is chasing Skid Row in California, where you have over hundreds of thousands of people right now and all of them come from different situations. We don't know. But I tell you, the majority of them, this failing system. My little daughter who's sitting right here, she dozed off, 7 years old. Just like I told my son, you have to be a leader, son. Be a leader, not a follower. Be a follower of people who you wouldn't mind exchanging their lifestyle with. And it's not about the materialism as you get older. It's about the lifestyle of time, freedom, Troy, that all about, big bro.
Hey, I got to stop you there, because, I talk about that a lot of times, and I think that go over people's head. I always talk about, from when you're younger, you chasing the money. When you get in this entrepreneurship game, you see the cars, you see the lifestyle, you chasing the money, right? But as you get older, I turn 52 next month. As you get older, it's not about the money no more. It's about two things. It's about the impact that you can make in other people's lives. And it's about the experiences. Then what I mean about the experiences is about the time you spend with your family, your wife, your kids. It's all about that, because you know what? When you land there and you finna leave this earth and you about to die, right? You're not talking about like, man, I wish I would have made another million. I wish I would have made another billion. I don't care how much money you got in the bank. And whoever listened to this, you heard me say this many times, and I hope today you get it. It sinks in. You'll give all that money away just for another day. So when we play this game of entrepreneurship, we play this game because the money just creates your ticket, your freedom ticket. It creates that ticket where you can spend time with people you love. I did a video not too long ago. I was driving down the freeway, me and my friend Sean, and we was looking, and all these people was looking sad and stuff because they were stuck in traffic, right? And yes, I told Sean, I said, it's crazy, man, that all these people are slaves and they don't even know they're slaves. And he said, what do you mean by that? I said, all these people are getting up, the majority of them, probably 90% of them, going to jobs and going to places they hate. You know what I'm saying? When there's so much opportunity out here for them to actually create something for themselves. Now, a small percentage of them people, now I'm talking to my home business professionals, my people that's in this entrepreneur game.
Right.
A small percentage of them people want to get out that situation. But what's the so sad part about it is that most people that's in this game, they too scared to even talk to that small percentage. So every time you thinking about like, I'm not going to talk to Bill, or I'm not going to talk to Troy, or I'm not going to talk to this person, right? Well, don't think that, because talking to that person can change that person's life to get that person out of the situation. So you got to change this entrepreneurship game. You got to change your mindset at some point, that stop chasing the money and chase how you can make an impact in somebody else's life. Because if you share opportunity with somebody, your opportunity, if you're looking at this and maybe you're in an opportunity, maybe you're not looking for opportunity.
That's right.
And maybe you're looking for opportunity. If you're looking for opportunity, you need to check up with my guy. You need to shoot him in his messenger, or you need to start following him, or maybe you need to reach out to me. You know what I'm saying? Well, we can actually share something with you that can completely change your life, if that's what you're looking for. Now, if you're in it, you can't be able to tell people about it, because you truly got something that can change other people's lives. And until you make that shift in your mind that the only thing you're doing is a life changer, you going out here impacting other people, showing people that it's a better way, how they can either get on a product that's going to make them feel better, or how they can use a service, or how they can figure out how to invest their money to make it grow.
That's right.
The whole game changed. So whoever I'm talking to, wake up, man. You are in the most powerful freaking profession in the world if you're in the home business profession.
Yes, sir.
By getting in it, you need to get in it, for we can show you how to change your life. Go ahead, brother.
Hey, man, I love it, Troy, but I do come hard at times, but again, I have mercy, because I understand what happened to you, but you don't understand what happened to you. And see, it's that conditioning. You see what I'm saying? It's that conditioning, then understanding you want it deep inside. You want to change, Troy, deep inside, but you're still talking to people who aren't thinking like that. So you are the 5 people you associate with. So you got to come out of having fun. You got to come out of thinking about Friday coming so I can take a break and watch sports. No, you got to grind right now, and it's all up here. You got to put yourself around those who've already done it or who are doing it. So you got to come out of everything that you're dealing with, Troy, because you talked about it. It's mental. So I have a little mercy to understand, but even though we got so much signs that telling you that you got to change. And once again, deep inside, a person wants freedom, but what are you willing to go through? It's a mental struggle to get freedom, because today, with the devices that we got now, Brother Troy, look, using this powerful, amazing smartphone. Oh my gosh, bro. You got WhatsApp, you got Telegram, you doing business all over the world. And just imagine the leverage once you understand the power of leverage. Because I can sit here and say, if you got a cart and 10 boxes are right there, what would you do? Carry each 10 boxes individually or use the cart to take them all? And this is the power of business and leverage today. You're going to tell me, well, Demi, I'm going to use the cart. Well, if you want freedom, you got to create leverage for yourself. You got to be bringing value to the marketplace. And this is the way you get it done. Brother Troy picked up the smartphone. These are the most powerful tools in business. But if you're not using your smartphone to make money, it's a dumb phone. So what you got it for? Just to take selfies, waiting in line for hours for the new iPhone. I mean, come on. We as people got to wake up if we want a better life. Because I'm letting you know, with all due respect, if you hold on to a system that we see crumbling in our face, you're going down with it. I don't want that to happen to you, but you have to change today, people. The system that you've been taught, the conversations that you're not having at the dinner table with your parents, for all my youth, my older people, if you're holding on to 401k or with all due respect, or retirement, these things are all in jeopardy. You don't have control of your life. You don't. You got to get full control. How do you do that? You become, I like to call, an infopreneur, because we're just bringing information to the people with, like Brother Troy said, a product or a service that's valuable, that's solving a problem, not just here in the U.S., but globally, because people are looking. But you're going to have to, what, Brother Troy? Face the fear of change. Face that fear of change. Put yourself around champions. Put yourself in the lion's den. Put yourself around those who've already done it. And you got to work on change. You got to become this entrepreneur, great people, because there's nothing else. Jobs are gone. I'm looking at a video the other day, Troy, because of the changes in Facebook and Meta and what's going on with that. And I'm seeing robots replacing doctors. You still going to school to be a doctor, but at the end of the day, you're going to have to take on this tech side of it. So you're going to have a large percentage of doctors that are going to be losing their jobs. I mean, years ago, the first robot to be in the law firm is Robot Ross. Look it up. Replacing lawyers. So you got your high-end positions being taken, just like 50% of McDonald's workers who, sell, with all due respect, selling that garbage. I mean, a lot of them, because it's kiosk style now. So we're in a whole nother space today, brother. And before you say something, Brother Troy, we have entrepreneurs that get into the franchise industry, and with all due respect, because I know your space, Brother Troy, our health is so important, man. I wouldn't take on getting a McDonald's franchise on any of these places to give to the people, because I care about the people. Like we said, we want to bring value to the people. So with all due respect, I respect you as a person, but getting involved in something and selling death to the people, I'm not with that type of entrepreneurship. So, Demi, I want to bring value. I'm sorry, Brother Troy. I just had something just came to me with that, man.
No, I mean, you're right on pat, because the whole thing about it is, when you think about it, I mean, your health is your wealth. I don't care how much money you got. If you're not healthy, what difference does it make? You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So, we're going to wrap this up, Demi, but just talk about, the health standpoint, why people should really take care of themselves. I'm in the wellness industry, and I know for a fact that, man, it's nothing like being in something that you can show people how to be healthy and make money. So, and I know you are on the financial side, the investment and stuff like that, but I know you're a big person when it comes to health, because actually,
big time, bro.
Ready to actually get some of this amazing stuff that we have over here that we offer to the marketplace. But just tell people, let's hit that just for about a second or two, because I want people to understand, whoever looking at this, I want you to understand that if you don't have your health, if you don't take care of yourself, nothing else matters. I mean, it really don't. I don't care if you're chasing the money. I don't care how much money you get. But if you're not healthy, you in trouble. So to hit on that health a little bit, Demi, then we'll wrap this up, brother.
Well, it's a passion. You're right. I am in the financial space, but it's a passion of mine, brother. I mean, I've overcome high blood pressure. I've overcome parasites. I've overcome being paralyzed. And today, once again, never knocking the teachers, but just understanding the system. America is the sickest country on the planet. Hospitals positioned all over the U.S. And what do you have? The sick taking care of the sick. So when I go back to the system doesn't teach anything about health. They design you to eat 3 meals a day when the body takes 24 hours to digest food. And even with eating healthy food, there's bacteria. So your health is so important. And it's a mental thing. No, health for me personally, Troy, has become a lifestyle. Am I perfect? No, but 90% of my intake and outtake is on point. It's not easy. It's a lifestyle. Your health is so important because you're going to end up sick. For every cause, there's an effect. Cancers aren't just coming out of nowhere for nothing. It's what you're putting in is what you're going to get out. But if you don't know, I can't fault you. See what I'm saying? If you don't understand what the system was designed, it's not the health care, it's the wealth care. Why would I teach you to be healthy when my pockets ain't going to get full? So once we understand this and we get with individuals like Brother Troy, who's bringing the value about health, but we can still do and get what my brother has, but we got to understand that we still have to put in the right foods to understand what we're going to get out. It's mental, but it's on us. If we don't want to take care of our body, that's on us, man. You know what I mean? But it's so important, brother. It's become a passion of mine. I eat 1 meal a day. I come off a 2-day fast, which should have been 3 days. I got a little weak. Exercise on a daily basis. I'm almost 50, man. So I thank God for that opportunity to just feel good, overcoming being paralyzed. The parasite probably was the most horrific situation for me, because it lasted 3 years. I mean, my skin was dark. I had lesions all over my body, but through natural things, I got my system back. So I'm able to tell a story. And then high blood pressure. I'm able to overcome these things without the traditional medicine. So, Brother Troy, I'm just excited for what you're bringing to the world, man. It's a blessing, but it's also within. You have to be determined to be healthy. No one else is going to make it, but just understand, if you're dependent on this system of wealth care, you're in trouble.
Yeah, and I mean, you hit it right on the spot. We're gonna wrap this up. And if you're looking for some powerful supplements, 100% plant-based supplements, something that you can put in your body that's gonna make you feel amazing, you most definitely want to message me. If you're looking to actually start a home business, you want to reach out to either one of us. And if you're not following him, you most definitely want to follow him. And if you don't have my free ebook, the 15reasons.com, you most definitely want to grab that. That book talk about 15 reasons why you should consider a home business. If you're in a home business, you might want to just get it because it might give you some tips, strategies on how to take your business to the next level. With that, guys, God bless, and you guys have an awesome week. That's crushing. It's November, man. We can get ready and go into 2022, and 2022 is going to be freaking amazing for you.
That's right.
All right, God bless.